Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. Happy Friday. I'm Whitney and I'm gonna show you my newly reconfigured sewing room. We got some new tables, well, kind of big changes. I've moved around my pressing station. You can kind of see it back here now. And then I'm going to show you a sneak peek of one of the things that's going on behind the scenes. So it's kind of an ongoing thing. So that's very exciting and I'm excited to show you guys. Everything will be linked down below if it's still available, including like the furniture type pieces or the systems that I've used. Because I get questions on that quite a bit as well. Yeah, so I'll be down in the description box if you have any questions on those things. Couple of things first. It is Feature Friday today, Love Notions Feature Friday, and today's $5 pattern is the Fraser cardigan. This pattern was brand new about January last year, and so it's never been a Feature Friday. So for $5 today only, you can grab yourself a Fraser. I made kind of a dusty teal one back in January, and it's just a really cozy cardigan. It's perfect for this time of year, and something that you'll be grabbing and throwing over, layering with, you know, all winter long. If you use the code TOMCAT10, you can get 10% off that sale price, so that's very exciting. And yeah, that is today's Feature Friday, so $5 today only, which today is December 2nd, so 2022. Okay. Let's, okay, oh, also, Sunday. So I was planning on this week, oh my gosh, my eyeball just got really, really dry. Planning on this week starting the Parker Ponte, the Style Arc Parker Ponte pant sew along. But honestly, guys, life happened and we've just had one little, like, nothing major, but one little thing after another. My mom did have her major surgery this week. Things went well, so that's good, but I am going to be heading back to Missouri for a week just to, well, as soon as she gets out of the hospital. She's going to be in the hospital for quite a bit, and then I'm going back for a week just to help her out a little bit while she is recovering. So that on top of, you know, we had a dishwasher incident. Just real unfortunate. And just a whole bunch of things. And the stress levels were just piling up. So I've decided to push the Parker Ponte sew along until January, but I was like, I should just do Vlogmas. Last year I did Vlogmas and just did it by week. So, I mean, I filmed every day, but then each day, you know, it came out just on Sundays. So I'm going to do that again this year. So Sunday you will have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So the first, second, and third will be popping up on Sunday. And then going forward, it'll be the whole week's worth of Vlogmas that will come out on Sunday. So that will be what will be on the channel on Sundays through the month of December. So hopefully that is fine. I apologize for saying I would do the Parker Ponte now, but I am just going to push that until January. So, and it'll probably be maybe middle of January by the time, you know, we get back from Christmas and get settled and I'm able to film that. So that is the plan going forward. Okay, without further ado, let's go have a look at my sewing room and then my little sneaky peek of something fun and exciting. Okay, see you later. Okay, this is you guys have seen this view. This is coming down the stairs into my basement. There is, ignore the mess over here. My cutting table is no longer here. It used to be, now it's not. And I'm going to show you what's happening. All right, so here we're walking into my sewing room. Not a ton has changed as far as layout. So I still have my mirror and my desk here. We'll just go around the room clockwise here. All right, so my desk is still here. Got a new monitor, been doing a lot of editing. These shelving units here, Container Store, it's the Alpha system, as is the desk. And again, I'll link that system down below. My little clock, I got that in Michigan, isn't that cute? I've got my TV. This little unit here is IKEA. I had my 1961 Singer sewing machine here. It has been moved, and we'll see that in just a second. My knitting stuff is all in here, with the exception of yarn. So I've got some books. I also have some other random stuff that's in the shelves here. And then here are my new tables. So these are Alex drawers from IKEA. That's my space heater. Alex drawers from IKEA with, oh, I can't remember the name of the tabletops. But I've got 2 of those. And then this is the tabletop on adjustable legs, and we'll talk about that in a second. So my sewing machine got moved up, my industrial, it got moved up a little bit, a little closer to the television. But I love having these little drawers really close at hand, these Alex drawers. Now the drawers over here, they just have stuff that I don't need to get to very often. But I'm really enjoying my workflow I've got. So this little tabletop, I got the adjustable legs, which I think are called, oh, I can't remember. You know, all the Swedish names. I can never remember. Anyway, I'll link them down below. These I was waiting on forever because everything was out of stock. But the reason I wanted them is you'll notice that this table is lower than the other tabletops. This puts the top of my serger and my cover stitch at tabletop height for me. So I am no longer serging or cover stitching above and with my elbows like at a smaller than 90-degree angle. So it's just more ergonomical and I am loving it. So the bed of both this machine and this machine are at the same height as this. So it's kind of like having them in a built-in table, kind of, without it being in a built-in table. So loving that. My pegboard has not changed. And then I've got some fabrics that really needed to be made up by now, but they've not even been washed. They're waiting in line to be serged so I can wash them. I've got my little Bernina over here. There's my old Singer. That's Jenny's shirt that I made in the class that just needs buttons put on it. And then I've got my more drawer storage here. This big pillow is, I'm sure you can guess who that little pillow is there for my sweet Gidget, where she likes to sleep. And basically this Bernina, I use it for, I mean, it's got the zigzag stitch. Obviously, it's my travel machine, and I use it for buttonholes. Then I just have a little bit of hanging here. This is my original brother machine that's kind of tucked away there. My kids used to use it, but if they are going to use a sewing machine, now they just use my big one. So that one's just living there at the moment. Got my bin of leather, got some bags hanging on the wall, and now my pressing station has been moved to here. Now, my gravity-fed iron needs to be moved back because I hit myself in the face with the cord or with the silicone tube as I am ironing. So I've talked to my handyman, aka my husband, and we just need to move the tank further back on the other side of this post. So an easy fix, but one we still need to do. I get questions about this pressing station all the time. This is an island from IKEA. I've had this for quite a while. I love the shelves and the drawers that you have. All I did when we were putting it together was I wrapped the wooden top in batting and then in just white cotton, canvas fabric. And actually it needs to be changed. But anyway, it works great as a pressing station, and it's just stapled on. So I'll be able to rip those staples out and recover that pretty easily. But that is the situation there. Again, it's just a island from IKEA. I've got my little, I think that's like a Swedish sewing box is what that is. I got that vintage. It's got my buttons in it. So it lives there. These were old calendars, and I cannot for the life of me. They're going to like rip drywall off when I take those off the wall. So we're leaving them for now. And then my shelving unit hasn't changed. Those are all of my printed patterns, or not printed. My printed patterns. So I can easily, they're all in categories, so I can easily go through and pick what I want to make. And then I go, find them in the storage closet. Oh, you see out here, there's my son's workout bench. And then just all my books and stuff. And then I've got little odds and ends down here, my athletic fabrics that just don't fold well. So they're in this bin. I've got some thrifted leather in these 2 bins. There's just like polyfill and stuff there for things that my kids like to do. And then over here, we've got some of the fabric storage. So this is an old machine. One of my students gave that to me for my son to tinker around with and get working again. So that is his winter project there. There's my steamer in the corner. This door is important. Normally I would have this shut, but I'm going to show you in just a second. all of my spinning stuff is here. There's a ton of roving, folks, in the top part of this unit here. And then I've got some of my heavier weight coatings down here. I'm in the process of sorting through my fabrics right now. So that's going to be, you're going to see a gigantic mess here in a second. Anyway, yeah, so I'm pretty good. Well, there's still some adjusting I want to do on my fabric here. Again, these are from Container Store. I've got these are all my yarn, and the projects are in like the little zipper sheet, you know, when you buy sheets and they come in the little plastic zipper bags. I keep my knitting projects there. So that's all yarn that's living there. And then we have the filming chair with a Gidget in it. However, the filming chair is going to be moving here soon. And this chair is just going to take its place just as somewhere to sit. So that's why we have an extra chair right here. But yes, and then here we've got Sweet Gidget. Hi, baby. That is sleeping. So this is my reorganized sewing room. But I'm going to show you without making you sick. There's everything. There's everything. I also, real quick, love what I really love about my tables back here. My previous tables were given to me for free, and they were like a computer desk, like an office situation, and they were very deep because they were meant for, you know, deep monitors and like old school deep computers. So I gained an extra 6 inches. These are 6 inches narrower. And I didn't need all that extra space in the back. So I'm loving the extra room that these are giving me now. So highly recommend. Okay. So if we go out of this door here, I'm not going to take you completely out this door, but, I'm going to go out this door and then swing to the left, and I'm going to show you some future plans for Tomcat Stitchery. Okay, folks, look at this mess. All right. So here's the door I just walked through. I'm going to be getting ready to have a wall built. That's going to go from this all the way over to this corner here with a door in it because I'm getting a filming studio, folks. I am so excited. Now, obviously, this is a horrible state of disarray because I have pulled, while I was doing all of this and moving things around, I've decided to go through my fabric because fabric had just gotten stuffed in areas where it wasn't supposed to be. So I am in the process of, so like all of this has been pulled out of bins. It wasn't folded the way I fold everything else. And I'm just getting ready to go through, refold it and get things put together. So this is obviously a work in progress. The Post-it notes are some future plans. There's my Singer. It's in here for right now. Okay, so this is going to be the chair. My filming chair is going to move here. This is going to get a whole new paint job. I'm going to have, I'm waiting for them to come back in stock, but there's going to be bookshelves that are going to be against the back of this wall. So I will be filming, I'm going to have sewing machines that are going to be sitting here on this table for some of the things that I'm filming. It'll just kind of depend. This table will move if it needs to. You can see, here, we'll walk around here. It's just such a mess. You can see my rack, my clothing rack here that's got some pleather on it at the moment, but you know, sometimes this will get pulled forward depending on what I'm filming. My chair, I'll still be filming in my filming chair, but it will be in a different spot. My cousin's coming to help me organize and style all of that. Here's the rest of my fabric bins. I mean, I even have an empty one right here. So I'm clearly still in the midst of sorting through fabric. This had a basketball goal on it that's going to be fixed. So my cutting station is now over here. My big cutting table is now over here. It's really dark in this corner right now, but we are getting ready to replace lights in my sewing room and lights here in the filming room. I'm going to have more track lighting and stuff in addition to my lights that you normally see. There's Lena and Sally. There's Gidget. I had some patterns printed that need to be cut out. And this is the same as the table that has my serger and cover stitch on it in the other room. So this is going to be my filming table. There's my little tripod, and this is going to be beautifully styled. I think I'm going to paint this whole area white. So I thought this would be good to share with you all so that you could kind of see the before, because I think it's going to be a pretty drastic after. We're hoping that the workmen are going to be able to be here before Christmas to build my wall and give me a door. So I'm going to put here, I'm going to flip the camera around. So hopefully they're going to be able to be here before Christmas, which would be fantastic. I'm going to be putting acoustic tiles up on that wall so we can get better sound quality. It won't be as echoey. Oh, am I sitting in your chair? Hold on. So it won't be as echoey. I'm just trying to up the game a little bit and give you guys the best experience possible. I think the sew-alongs, I'm going to be able to film the sew-alongs a lot better in that room. So that's going to be a little bit different. But yeah, just filming in general, I can leave everything set up and then not be tripping over wires and lights and stuff when I'm actually working in my sewing room. So yeah, I'm expanding into that part of the basement. My son he said he wasn't, that he was fine if I took over that space. That was kind of dead space that he just kind of would play basketball in and just mess around in and that kind of stuff, mostly him. But yeah, he's, we've got, a lot's changing with my kids. I mean, they're 16 now, and they will be eligible to get their license December 28th. You have to be 16 and 90 days to get your license in the state of Indiana for some reason, but they've got a vehicle now that they're sharing, or they will be sharing. Right now they're driving around with their father and I in it, but he's just going to be gone more. This is going to be able to allow him to work outside of the home, get a job, and my daughter as well, but he just uses that area, or has been using that area. So, he told me to go ahead and take the space. So I'm going to be, building my wall, getting nice acoustic tiles in there. So hopefully you're going to see a big uptick in the content as far as tutorials and sew-alongs are concerned. That is the plan. Anyway, it's very exciting. And then my cutting table being over there, I can put, I've asked for a projector for Christmas. So hopefully that can be mounted on that ceiling, and then I can just mess around with that and figure out when I'm cutting out my PDF patterns and all that kind of stuff. So that is the excitement that we have going on around here, and a little sneak peek of some of the things we've got going on behind the scene. All right, guys, I think that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you get some sewing in this weekend. Don't forget to take some time for yourself during this busy time of year. It's very easy to let others' needs go ahead of our own, so make sure you're getting in some creative time for yourself. And I will be back on Sunday with a Vlogmas. See you then.